So should we do the intro that we all agreed on?
What was the intro?
I'm sorry, what?
Welcome to the
Is that it?
Gambling Podcast. Where we fight to hit you with the lick. I'm your host, Big Dick Daniel. Bringing you with the flyest and illest stank on you, ready to make you come live. Yeah.
You didn't tell me that you were gonna do that.
Yeah, what's this intro?
Is this what we're doing now?
How's this for an intro? I'm still gambling.
Yeah.
I'm still gambling. That's it.
Dude.
Yeah. We are on Spotify. We are on Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff, wherever you get your podcasts from. I'll be there. And
We're on Apple, cool.
yeah.
Are we on Amazon as well?
Yes. Yes,
Oh.
sir.
We everywhere.
On Google too.
Google.
Yeah, it feels good. Yeah, I think it's automatic once you put it on like Apple and all that shit.
Yeah, right. Not bad.
Yeah, so, we're going to cover a few things later on. We're going to really tactfully and intelligently cover the Israel-Palestine conflict. And, guys, without looking it up, who is the Prime Minister of Palestine?
Oh,
It's,
So, that's the kind of level you're dealing with. Alright, so guys, we're going to fucking do it. We're going to talk about the Israel-Palestine conflict because that's what, we have a moral obligation to, like some of you guys support Palestine, some of you support Israel. My position is that we should nuke France. Should we watch To Catch a Predator?
Oh, yeah. I'd fuck with that.
yeah.
I got one where he kind of looks like the guy from American Pie.
Which guy?
Hopefully you can, like, the main character. This one.
He's coming toward the house.
Meanwhile, there are still some visitors willing to meet at the undercover house. Here's 28-year-old Michael Reyes, a construction worker who drove 2 hours to get here.
You can come in.
They always drive such large
Online,
distances.
Reyes, who has a 2-year-old daughter, used the screen name Daddy Reyes 06 2000 to chat with a decoy named Kelly, who told him she was 14. At first, Reyes writes,
"We might have to meet, but I will not do anything inappropriate with you.
We might have to.
How's these fucking voice actors? We might have to meet, but I will not do it. It's like
Are they trying to be like accurate to what he actually sounds like? Is that what he sounds like?
I think it's just the voice actors for this show go so hard. They'll be like, yeah, I would love to stick my penis in your
It's
eye.
their big break, They're not gonna blow it.
Yeah. Imagine like doing the audition of this shit.
All right, give me your best pedophile voice. Go on.
You get the script and it's like just, yeah.
You can suck my penis if you want to.
You're hired.
That literally sounded like something from
Yeah.
LOL.
What does it mean? We might have to meet.
Yeah, I know. We
might have to. Like, we might have to.
It's not certain,
I
but
really don't want to do this. I don't want to do this, but we might have to meet.
I won't do anything to this guy's covering himself. He's smart.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so far this is not very incriminating. I'm kind of on this guy's side. Let's keep going.
Not want to go to jail.
but after Kelly says she's a virgin, Reyes writes,
You would have sex with me?
Yeah, if you wanted to.
Oh, that escalated
Really?
so quickly.
No kidding.
You would have sex with me? It's like I said I was a virgin.
That was. It was actually. Wait, go back just a moment. Like when they showed the full conversation. Yeah. Oh no, he says cool. Okay. Oh, I thought that was the first thing he said.
He's like he was playing it safe. He's like, I'll not do anything inappropriate with you. But then as soon as he finds out she's a virgin, he turns into a rabid wild animal.
Look at that man. He's got those wild eyes.
He just starts messaging her like sniff. Oh god.
At least, yeah, it was. I'll just say, it's just at the very start, he's, playing it safe. He literally says, I don't want to go to jail. Probably holds up in court. As soon as she says, I'm a virgin, the game plan just...
That was his opening message.
I don't want to go to jail.
like when he messaged her for the first time.
That's
I don't want to go to
loophole.
jail.
Just like
It's a
so
legal
neurotic.
loophole.
He's just completely neurotic. Like,
If you wanted to.
Yeah,
Perverted
if you
justice
wanted
decoys
to.
often deliberately pretend to be precocious young teens willing to have
God, I would love this job. Just having cyber sex with pedophiles.
yeah,
That's the job.
you would love to just cock tease guys on the internet.
Yeah, you'd have Chris being like, Connie, you don't have to go that far. Got like one hand
No,
down
I
my
want
pants.
to,
Chris, please.
Yeah, it's like and when the predator shows up, the decoy started having sex with the predator. Which was, and then we realized that wasn't the decoy. The decoy was in the bathroom.
Wait, who then who?
The decoy started defending against pedophiles.
Wait, so if that's the case, then he's free to go because like the decoy isn't actually underage.
It's like, and again, we've been foiled by Connor, who keeps managing to have sex with the decoy, with the predator before we can get the decoy out. He did it again, folks.
How does he do it?
I'm testifying on behalf of...
I didn't even see him that time. It was that quick.
have sex. But remember,
I
under
blinked.
Florida law, a young teen cannot give consent. Reyes sends a picture of his genitals and asks if he should bring condoms when he comes over.
First one. Before you do that, why don't you just have a seat right over
Oh yeah, they always go in for
Face,
the hug.
No.
First of all, let's get this hug out of the way, right? We're gonna have a big hug, right? First of all, I just gotta give you a hug, okay? Come on, what am I gonna do? I'm not gonna just stand here and fucking hug. He's like, you can tell he's running game where he thinks this is like a cute, like, come on, I gotta give you a hug.
I came all this way.
Over there, please.
I'm just...
Right
Oh,
I'm so
Oh, perfect timing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's like, before you do that, why don't you give me a hug? Yes, sir. Now, here's what's gonna happen. You see, we're gonna have sex on camera for NBC. Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir. Don't send me to jail.
you know what you need to do. You don't want to go to jail.
Now get on your knees. And if you suck just right, I might not send you to jail. I better come hard and quick.
He finishes up quick, and then he's like, "Okay, you're free to go." He goes outside. Yeah, just come right in.
Tackle.
And they say the same
Yeah.
An endless cycle. He's still got like semen dripping.
He drove like 2 hours to get with some underage, get to driving home, like just
get
railed by. Curb your enthusiasm.
First Chris, then the cop, then like 20 cops, and then 20 inmates in jail. This is your life now.
What's happened?
What's happening?
He looks like the guy from American Pie.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
See it.
It's like American Pie 10, like the.
oh, you're right. Just shave him, and he's him.
Yeah, this is like how the alternative ending of American Pie. He's like, I'm finally gonna get laid, guys.
Yeah.
It's like, finally my shot, guys. I love the idea of like, because this came out like not that long after that movie, that time, and like comedy in the 2000s where all these like raunchy coming of age films about like losers trying to get laid in school and stuff, and then one of them just ends up straight up on together.
The natural progression. Yeah, I mean, they do some like pretty messed up stuff in American Pie that's just like meant to be funny, but it's just like, wow, you guys are fucking creeps.
You ended up having sex with my 12-year-old daughter, and then he's just, whoops.
She told me she was
Like the
16.
Looney
You still can't.
Yeah.
Like the Looney Tunes like closing happens on his face, and he like winks at the camera, and then ends.
Can we edit that
in? That's all, folks. Yeah. Yeah, also the fit is really bad. This is a thing I
was looking
see
at
with
that.
these predators. Like, you're going to have like a date, like you want to make a first impression. Okay, this is like how to rizz up a 12.
How to get laid? Go on.
By Dylan. You got to firstly just wear something nice, man. Like these fucking like literally that thing he's wearing. It's like if I go on a holiday and my dad calls me up, he's like, I got a really nice fucking sweater you can wear, and he gives me something like that. I'm like, I can't. Like that's literally.
Yeah, literally.
Like that's the fit. It is my parents dress me fit. That's
Yeah, I see that.
that's what they're going with.
I wonder, I mean, like, maybe it's just, like, of the time. Like, maybe this was, like, wearing a suit in, like, 2006.
But this was never fashionable. No, it wasn't. This was never, like,
didn't
fashion.
know.
It might have been normal, like, acceptable.
was-
It was never fashionable.
I was a 10-year-old boy. I didn't know what fashion was back then.
Well,
But also, you got to understand that Americans dress like this. Like, if you ever go to America, it's like they all look like NPCs from GTA. Like, people dress a lot nicer here, especially where we are in, like, you know, Sydney and Melbourne, specifically 123 Jackson Street. You know, it's very people dress pretty trendy. Like, you know, people.
You're saying if you go to America now, people dress like that.
People dress like, yeah, they dress like GTA NPCs, where they just have like default pants and default shirt, and they don't like. And I think if you do like dress really nice, like the way people might dress here, like wearing, you know, like a turtleneck and a coat or some shit like that, like you see when you go to the CBD here, people are just gonna think you're gay.
Oh.
yeah, but this guy's like, okay, it's not a date, but, you know, close. You could.
No, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I've met a lot of Americans. I've been there a couple times.
When they're in the,
and
like,
when I was
Riz
at
mode or
university,
whatever, this is what they go for.
they just dress like they wear like they're dressed like they're going to the gym when they're like going on like a date and shit. Like that's just how a lot of them dress.
Yeah, this is what I'd wear, like, to Colt or, like, supermarket. I mean,
Like, come on, guys. Like, yeah, this is coming from a guy. Like, you know, I'm a guy who has his ears pierced. All right, so I know what I'm talking about. I have something to say on this about style.
Dylan, do you actually have your ears
That
pierced?
ain't it. Yeah, I might.
yeah, he couldn't remember
both of
which
them?
one was gay, so he got both.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. I have two penis shaped earrings that are on both ears.
That makes sense. Do they, like, flop all around? Like, they're, like, really flaccid and, like, just flap everywhere.
I'm just right on this door.
No, I'm so figured.
What's happening?
Just coming to visit with her.
Visit who?
Kelly. Let's go.
At first, like many of the men we've met, Reyes tells me he didn't know how old the girl said she was.
Okay, let me give you a little hint. Okay. We have the chat log, so you can go ahead and.
I love how he lays it down like that. He's like, let me give you a little hint. You fuck.
The moment of silence for that man when that happened, I'm like,
It's this
God.
face. This is the reaction. The
Yeah.
second. He's like, oh, he knows everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at those eyes.
We paused it
Yeah.
right on
Yeah.
that moment where he's like, my life is going to fundamentally
Yeah. Everything changes here.
Drove 2 hours. Yeah.
I swear I keep hearing this guy, like, choking on his own saliva, just, like, swallowing. It's so
Yeah,
loud.
he's getting prepared. Yeah, he's getting prepared for his future in jail.
His mind is flashing with images of all the rape that he's gonna
But
receive
everything
in
I
jail.
wanted to do to this little girl is gonna happen to me
Yeah.
in the next, like, week.
He instantly realizes the karma. that's
It's like some ironic, like, Greek myth of, like, the afterlife, where he's like, everything that I did is gonna happen to me. Yeah. I love the way Chris lays the law down. He's so fucking good with it. Like, imagine doing this. Like, there's no take twos, and he's like, he always has, like, the most poetic justice, like, approach to it, where he's like, I have the chat log.
There's no one that speaks with more authority than Chris Hanson.
He must love what he does.
He's like,
get off on it.
You're I've done this too. You're the 1,000th pedophile that's come in this room, and there are going to be 1,000 more after you. I have this shit down to a science.
You're just a number.
Yeah. You're a fake. Yeah, I won't even remember you after you leave. The next guy will already be in here.
He's right out that door right now.
Yeah. There's one where that happens. We should put that on.
I remember that. Like, I've seen that.
Yeah. And he's like, the guy's sitting there, and this guy comes up, and he's like, but there was someone already outside. And the police are like, get on the fucking ground. And he's like, no, please, sir. And he's crying. And he's like, the guy inside is like stoically just like, I know, well, he like swallows it. I know what awaits me at those doors.
Please don't make me leave. Chris is like pushing him out the door. Please.
And Chris is just looking. He doesn't even say it. He's like, well, time to face the music. Like he's about to face. He's like a fucking like martyr about to face his execution.
Yeah, time to face what's coming to me.
It's like the fat lady's about to.
It was like Jesus Christ walking with the cross.
He just like walks slow motion outside and like. Just like Chris is like, it's time for you to he's like, Godspeed, sir, and then he just walks out.
Chris Hanson's just watching him, not saying a word as he walks out.
Yeah, he like salutes him as he's getting tased by the cops and just turns around. That's another thing Chris does, which I love, is he just like turns around and like smokes a cigarette or some shit, like as he's like in action getting fucked by the cops.
No, he doesn't.
He's like, this is up. Okay, he doesn't smoke a cigarette, but he does turn around and just walk away and like start getting ready for whatever he has to do next. Like, because he's so desensitized to it that he's just like, yep. And he's like literally a guy walking away.
Yeah, I was gonna say, fuck, that's awesome. He's so cool.
They're telling the truth now, okay.
First time was 14, and then I was under assumption maybe it was 18. I didn't know.
She didn't say anything about 18 or 19.
14,
she said 14.
Okay, 14.
But you talked about having sex with this 14-year-old girl.
I am very familiar with this chat log. I read this hundreds of times, and I really enjoyed it. Next time you need to tell her. I really loved the part. Listen, I'm a big fan of your work. Okay.
I've been very much looking forward to meeting you.
Yeah, I got my rocks on.
Massive fan.
I've been waiting for this moment.
You know, I'm rock hard right now as we speak because I'm just thinking about that challenge.
Do you know how long I've waited to meet you?
I asked her if she was a virgin. I asked her about.
He says it like that's not like you said about you asked to have sex with a 14-year-old girl. It's like I asked if she was a virgin.
Details, Chris.
And then he asked if she wanted to have sex with him. It's different.
Chris, in my defense, she said she wanted to. Explain that.
Yeah. Chris, I've been had. Chris, help me.
Chris, I'm the victim.
Chris, I have an army of pedophiles. And we're gonna keep raping girls, Chris. There's nothing you can do. You can lock me away, but there's 1,000 of us online, and we're raping your daughters. Chris. You can put me away, but you can't stop all of us.
We serve your food. Yeah. It's Fight Club's thing where he's like, don't fuck with us.
We're your waiters, your doctors. We could be anywhere. Chris.
Oh my god.
The fear in Chris's eyes. You've never seen him show emotion before, but this really got to him.
He's like getting put in the police car and he just doesn't break out. Chris. Why is that so funny? It's like, Chris, I'm begging you.
This guy with the red sweater.
His eyes just like light up red.
Wow.
This is like the worst Predator as well. I literally just clicked on him because he looks like the guy from American Pie. He's just like so run of the mile. There's so many better ones we could have picked.
Her having sex with older guys. She kept saying, cool, and this and that.
Yeah, but because a 14-year-old girl said it's okay doesn't make it okay.
I understand that.
Bullshit.
I'm not here to come and have sex.
But that's not what you indicated in your chat, Michael.
Then Reyes tells me he's read up on the problem of men soliciting underage kids out of concern for his own child.
It gets to me because I have a daughter.
He's like, I just wanted to see how bad it was so I could protect my own child.
Chris, stay out of this.
I buy it.
You have a daughter. How old is your daughter?
2 years old. It gets to me, and I don't want to see something like this happen.
You've ever watched any television shows about
Yes.
internet sex?
I just figured if I raped this other girl, that it would be less likely to happen to my own daughter.
I figured if I have sex with this underage girl, then another guy won't.
Hey,
I'll
someone
be taking the bullet.
and it might as well be
Exactly.
me. Imagine. I would love to see someone just go on and just like defend it. Like, straight
Yeah,
up.
I'll be keen to like.
So, yeah.
Imagine
Yes, sir.
being in this situation of having to
Wait.
think of some bullshit on the fly, and your whole future depends on this one like lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
does
does.
So everyone, like,
I
actually-
remember.
Yeah, it's the Cody Green.
Ah,
is his
good.
name. I'm naming
We should
names
watch
here.
that.
He's in one of the South episodes where and he's dressed like a full wigger and he's like got a hat and glasses on and he's like
Holy shit.
he's like, you came to rape an underage girl. It's like, yes, sir. He's like, I'm gonna walk my way in. Yes, sir. I'm here to. He's like, oh yeah. He has this quote where he's like, I just think that's the cleanest, best.
Oh
pleasure.
wow.
Wow.
And he's dressed like Slim Shady as well.
Wow, he's not shy.
Fuck it, I'll die on this hill.
He's like, yeah, my friends call me Dim Shady. 'Cause I'm yeah. My name's Dim Shady, and I really think a young lady is the cleanest, best.
Oh
I don't know.
god.
And yeah, you can tell I'm trying to rap at Chris.
So it's pretty, yeah.
He's like breaks out into song.
Oh my god.
To Catch a Predator, the musical.
The confidence level. I would like to see a Predator take control of the situation like that, like fully, like just like even over Chris Hanson.
You came to have sex with this young girl? It's like, no, I did not. But I can sing!
No, I came here to have
And
sex
I
with
can
you, Chris
dance.
Hanson.
That's the Boondocks episode where he shows up and he's
I
like,
came for you, Chris.
I came looking for a man.
Oh yeah, oh you're right. Oh my god. Of course that's been done before.
Let's look up Cody Green.
She was going with it.
Oh, so she wanted it.
That's what it seemed like to me.
I love the shot of the cows. That's like,
Oh. That's just snuck in there. Why?
hell yeah.
That's pretty. We should use that as our screensaver.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, what's with the cows? It's like, and cut to the cows and then back to the episode.
What's with,
and
yeah,
we
why?
are coming up is
They really just had no B-roll. They had no B-roll. They thought, oh, we need some. Probably didn't even like record it on
So you're
site.
saying it's normal to have sex with a
Like
13-year-old?
stockfootage.com.
Sir, I didn't say that at all. I'm just saying
Oh.
that would be the cleanest.
Nice. He is.
Cleanest, best pleasure.
He doesn't hide anything.
I gotta say, Chris is like very handsome, and I've always loved the idea that, yeah, see, I call him Chris Hanson, and I've always liked the idea that he like shows up and mogs them while they're being like arrested and shit as well. Like you have this, imagine like you're going to meet like a young girl, and then just when you show up, you're
Chris
like,
Hanson,
hey, you gotta give me a hug, and then like she's like steps aside. And then this like 6'3" Danish guy comes out who just mogs the fuck out of you, and you're like, "Yeah, this was stupid. I don't know why I ever thought anyone would be attracted to me." And he's like, "That's exactly right. I mean, a woman deserves a man like me." You see, I don't know, like the noir detective thing. And then he's like, and then so yeah, not only do you get like arrested and like put on TV, but you also get mobbed. See, a young 12-year-old deserves a handsome, good-looking guy like me, not a bum like you.
And then he starts just like hooking up with the girl.
Yeah. You've been had by a duo. No, I don't know.
Yeah, you get to the decoy like, as the guy's going.
Makes sense. He would be tall.
I don't know how tall he is, but
yeah,
he looks
does
tall.
look tall.
Yeah.
He has to be tall. Like he has to be an imposing figure.
He's a handsome guy. He's
Yeah.
also one of the what's the Norwood scale on Chris? Norwood 3 maybe 2.
Yeah,
2?
I was thinking that as well. I didn't want to say anything, but he's like, when you're a handsome man like that, you can rock a receding hairline. Well, okay, just to be clear, I'm like a Norwood 2. Like I'm someone who has that recession taking place, but I'm on the finasteride. I got that minoxidil going. I've made some good growth, you know.
Have you?
Yeah, I've made some good. Yeah. The Fin Min gang.
Thank
What's it like?
you.
The Yin Yang twins. It's like the Fin Min twins. And it's just you and me with receding hairlines.
How long have you been on it
Not
for?
that Fin Min game. Yeah, you
Finasteride
got me onto
I've been on
Fin
for a
Min.
long time. I've been on since I was like 23 or 24. So that's like 2
Yeah,
years.
You see it.
And then yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they call you the Moses, but instead of the Red Sea parting, it's your hairline.
Yeah. Is it like so? Wait,
Yeah.
is it something that you're applying to your scalp, or is it like you're taking pills?
Yeah, you just apply it topically to the areas where the hair's thinning or receding, and then you take finasteride.
I see. Is that what you're doing, Connor?
Yeah, I'm on that. I'm on the Min Fin.
Fin Min. So do you guys know the Yin Yang twins?
No.
It's like the Fin Min twins. Yin Yang twins is this is one of the worst fucking songs.
The Yin Yang.
Yeah.
Oh, this one, the whisper in your ear one.
Like it's weird, like the
Oh my
worst
god, I
fucking
didn't know they were
song.
called Yin Yang twins.
And it's
I know.
Yin Yang. There is no
I
G
hate
there.
that. Do they realize? Do they actually realize that?
It'd be like if your name was like I Ching
Yeah.
Chong, and it's like there's no. It's just I Ching. That's racist.
Yeah, far out. Yin Yang.
What are you reading? Like I'm reading the philosophy of the I Ching Chong. It's like it's. Can you read the cover again? It's like, oh yeah, cool. I Ching.
But what the fact that these guys looking like that called themselves Yin Yang twins. Like there's not even like any
What do you
reason
mean?
for it. Like it
Oh,
yeah,
just
it's completely random. It doesn't even like reference them as like, you know, if like one was wearing white maybe like as their thing, but like they're just both fully
yeah,
black.
A white guy,
Fully-
black guy.
It's like
Kind of
well,
makes
their logo is just a black circle.
Oh, okay. What they should have just called it Yang Yang then.
The Ying Bong Brothers. There's a Lonely Island skit called the Bing Bong Brothers,
Bing Bong Brothers.
which is just this,
Oh,
but
that's-
they're just whispering, like, "Can I show you my penis?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this song sucks. Oh yeah, because there's a part where he's like, "Wait till you see my dick." What the hell,
Oh
man?
my.
What's that? It's like
Whisper in your ear.
you can't even hear what he's. You can't even hear what he's saying. Yeah. I'm bald. I got no hair and I'm bald as fuck. And I get. Wait till you see my fin. Wait till.
He
I
could
don't
have.
know.
Oh, holy
Yeah.
shit.
Wait till I rape you, bitch. It's
It
like
sounds
really,
so bad and rapey.
yeah, and creepy. And the way the whisper, it's not like sexy, like which is obviously what they're going for, like a horny song. It's like, hey, little motherfucker. It's like,
Was this big when it came out?
yeah, it's a huge song.
Like, I mean, when I say big, I mean like good big. Like
I don't know. I think people thought it was strange, but it was like a top 100.
That's
song.
so
Like, yeah.
wild. I feel like this is so invasive. Like this is like he's like whispering right in my fucking ear.
AMS on.
Let me get in your ear and make you feel comfortable. I'm gonna stick my dick in your ear. Yeah, I'm about to put my dick in your ear, bitch. Have you ever tried ear sex, bitch? What's about to? Would you want to try? I don't care if you say yes, bitch. I'm yeah. Wait till I fuck your ear. Oh. Let's go back to Cody Green.
On probation for drunk driving. He tells me in our discussion that he got into trouble again for, I guess, leaving the scene of an accident. And here he is, about to get in trouble yet another time.
He's not coming for the handcuffs, he's coming for the other thing.
He wants to meet Chris Hanson.
Cody Green shows up in this fairly new, expensive,
Fairly new.
Cadillac.
Expensive. You expensive.
He is balling out of control in this Cadillac. In this caddy.
You get the press jeans, the baggy shirt, matching shoes, shirt, cap.
Yeah, he's on that. He's coming up fresh
He's
and
balling.
clean, balling out of control. Cody Green is interesting because he's easily the most dope predator we've had on the show. He was wildin'. Now that wigger was wildin'. And I gotta say, we have a lot of dusty ass predators come in here. But this wigger, he passed the fit check and was invited to the party. So we knew, the team knew on the inside that when he showed up in that caddy, he was gonna make that decoy scream.
Chris, please stop.
You know, quite frankly, I like the guy. I'm a Cody Green fan, and you can tell that Cody Green is a stan, dressed like Slim Shady.
Maddie.
That was like a crip walk there with that
Yeah,
little
holy
skip
shit.
there. Like he was literally crip walking over here. Oh, does he? He's got like a 40 in his hand or
got, like-
something. That's so funny.
Oh no.
And Cody Green was actually named after what he was smoking.
Yeah,
That's
there it
so-
is. Fuck man, I was trying to think of a joke about it. It's like, that's it. That was it.
And, I straight up just smoked up with him right after he got arrested. We were both balling out in the cop car smoking that green, you know.
It's in the washer, but I made some sweet tea. Come on in.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
He comes in, he's got his cap on, and he's ready to meet his dream date.
Yeah, I made some tea and it's on the table. Did you bring me my chocolate?
Hey!
Hey!
Once you
That's like the difference in energy. He's
Yeah.
like, hey, he's like a Mormon next door neighbor. Like, hey, like nice weather we're having here. And then he comes in and he's like, what's up?
It's usually only Chris Hanson that catches them by surprise, but at this guy, he flips the script. He's just like, hey guys, he's the whole production team. Behind the curtain. They're all like, fuck.
Like 5 computers, like 20 screens. Like, he's like, oh, what laptop? Oh,
I get it.
What's up, dude? He's, hey, what's up?
Cody, I didn't want you to see me like this.
Yeah, they're all just not wearing pants, like in this. Like he turns the light on, they're all just pantsless. And one of them's just like, surprise.
They're like wearing a suit on top, but like nothing underneath.
It's like, why do you think we do the show? It's because we fucking enjoy it, alright? And when we say that, we fucking mean it, bro. We got pants off, dicks out. We're ready to jerk off to this shit, motherfucker. Chris the Bull Hanson. He's coming out to cuck. Look. You're gonna get cucked by Chris, alright? Chris, that's why he's here.
Cucked by Chris.
Cucked by Chris is the actual name of the. That was the first name they went with. And they
that was what Chris wanted, yeah.
Cucked by.
Just step right over there, please. Should have a seat right in that chair. Please,
Right
sir.
in that chair.
I made an agreement with him, so I swear to you.
I need you to sit down and you can tell me all about it, I promise.
Please, sir, I really drove this far for no reason.
You drove this far for no reason.
I swear to you, I asked her.
I love that he had to he had to say how far it was that he drove. I really drove this far, and you know how far this was for me. It was for no reason.
It's like, look, I would walk 500 miles for no reason, and I would walk 500 more. Imagine if that song was actually about.
With the music video as well. Like, we should play that. Just.
I would love. Yeah, sure. I would love for one of them to show up and they play that song in the background when he's like showing up when he's walking that far. And our next predator walked 500 miles.
Our next predator didn't have a car, so he had to walk the 500 miles. Oh god!
They're dressed like a bunch of child molesters. These guys literally look like chokers.
How do we know they weren't? I mean, do we have proof?
This is about trying to get. It's like the theme song to catch it.
Yeah, instead of the Proclaimers, it's the Pro Rapers, and it's a
proclaim an underage.
Proclaiming an underage girl's virginity, and it's sorry, I just stole your joke. I do this. I've done this like 3 or 4 times now. Saying
and then you edit Connor out in the end.
Yeah, I know you don't get that. Don't you fucking. You like cut me out and then re-say
Keep
everything
giving me
I
those
said.
jokes, Connor. I'm gonna fucking. I need them.
And here he is. About to get into
He's got something for the handcuffs.
Cody Green
What's
shows
up,
up in
Randolph?
his
Shall we? Let's get him coming out, Patty.
Cadillac SUV.
Good.
Maddie.
We'll get the chorus.
Yeah, I just gotta grab this in the washer, but I need some sweet tea. Come on.
He comes in, he's got his cap on, and he's ready to do his Green Day.
Yeah, I made some tea.
I really just walked 500 miles for no reason, so.
Did you bring me my chocolate?
No reason.
And you say here in the chat that you would walk 500 miles to be with you, and you failed to mention to this 12-year-old girl that this is a very popular song from the 80s. You straight up stole those lyrics.
And now the Proclaimers are after you, son.
It's like because she's too young to like know, so she can just steal all this like really good stuff and
Pass it off as his own, yeah.
It's like, baby, I would walk 500 miles for you, okay? Just to be the man who wakes up next to you. Okay, sure.
Voice message.
It's like, and we were like, yeah.
All I needed from her. I've never hurt anyone. I've never done anything. I would not have hurt her.
Now, what did you...
I wouldn't have. I'll be gentle.
I wouldn't have hurt her. I would have been real smooth with that baby girl. You know
treat
what
her
I'm
right.
saying? Treat her, yeah. I would have treated her real nice. I would have taken out her. It's like, I wasn't gonna hurt her, but she would have been walking for me the next day.
Why, Cody? What do you mean by that, Cody?
I mean that I would have given her, laid down that plumbing for her. You know, look, I wasn't coming to hurt her. She just needed her pops fixed, and I was here to lay down that plumbing. I was here to service that bitch. How can I? If I'm coming to service her, how can I be coming to hurt her? I don't actually consider myself a criminal. I consider myself more in the service industry.
I'm a hero.
And I tell you what, Chris.
You.
Now that I'm here, I think I wouldn't mind servicing you myself. You're a very handsome man. And, you know, I just jumped the fence just like that. One day it's a young girl, next day it's a grown man.
I'm a free spirit.
I'm the perfect buddy. So, also another thing, so perfect buddy was his username. And secondly, this is not to catch a... This is not to catch a predator. This is like this, like behind the scenes show that they did where Chris would kind of talk a bit more about the goings on behind the scenes and like it kind of comment on. And they decided to call it Predator Raw. It's like we couldn't, and you know, in the end, and the cops arrested him right then and there, and we stopped another predator from going in raw.
Chris, you didn't need to go so graphic, man. You didn't need to do that.
It's like,
let me paint a picture for you.
Yeah, it's literally like calling a predator bigger, longer, and uncut.
Unprotected.
We got to get to the cleanest best pleasure line. It's going to be the most played, I think.
Online, so like
Cleanest
that, and I
best
was like, you swear to me, you're not gonna get me in trouble, and I swear I will never disrespect you, is what I was pretty much meaning to.
So you're the victim here?
No, sir, I'm not the victim. I came here.
Do you like him?
For reasons like that, but if she really didn't want it, sir, I swear to you, I would have never tried it.
But if she was open to the idea,
yes,
you would have had sex with a 13-year-old girl. Why? Because it's so alluring to have sex with a 13-year-old girl?
It's just something that you'll probably never have again. That would be probably the cleanest, best pleasure.
The cleanest, best pleasure is to have sex with a 13-year-old.
The cleanest, most pure pleasure imaginable.
Another predator that everyone's been talking about recently, actually, is Jeff So Cool, who brought pizza.
Oh yeah. He keeps coming up on my YouTube like all the time.
Coming up on. Okay, so guys, we're gonna have a break, and then we're gonna look at some Jeff So Cool, who, you know, we're having fun. Jeff's having fun. Chris is having, like, we're all here, just having a good time together. And we'll be back soon. We're watching To Catch a Predator, right? Fuck. The guy I ordered a pizza just before. That's why we took a break, just because this guy orders it in the house. And it looks so fucking good, man. Like, can we just cut to this pizza? That's what I'm interested in, really. And he's, like, offering him a slice and shit.
No way.
Does he eat it while he's, like...
Yeah, he's chowing down on it. Look at this shit.
How? Did you bring some kind of a contract with you? Some sort of marriage contract? Let's see if any of this sounds familiar while you enjoy your pizza. I should come
just
see you on
laughing and
Saturday.
eating his pizza. It's kind of based.
Whatever, Chris Hanson.
Whatever, Chris. Whatever. Yeah.
Do your worst.
He's like, and you had sex with this 12-year-old girl? He's like, whatever, Chris.
You got the screenshots, don't you,
Yeah.
Chris? Yeah, go on. Why don't you read them out for everyone?
Just read them.
Yeah. And you say that you want to order a pizza in this review.
And that's what I did.
No shit.
Kept talking about this pizza.
It's like, I can read the sexual part in the chat. Chris is like, I can't find any. It's just all about pizza. That's exactly right. This one's from 2015.
Man, did this show like they started making more episodes?
Yeah, so in 2015 they were going to reboot it on Crime Watch Daily with a series called Hanson vs. Predator. And this one's, it's kind of funny. It's a bit more like a rough around the edges, I would say, than the original one. And I think a big reason is just like the technology now, where back then it was just like an AOL chat room. Today it's a bit more difficult. Like, you have a lot of different platforms that you can like solicit a child for sex on. And then secondly, the acting and the decoys and stuff, like, they didn't have perverted justice in there, and it was just, I don't know, like, there's this one thing that's famous where the guy shows up to meet like a 10-year-old boy, and the guy's this literal, like, he looks like a 31-year-old, like, Italian short guy. He like comes out, and he's like, yeah, you wanted a kid? Yeah, no. Then you wanted a kid or something? Yeah, here I am. No, but he's like, he looks pretty old, and there's a part in it where he's like, is anyone else in the house? Because he's like clearly suspicious.
Fair
enough. Like, just me, my mommy, and my daddy.
And like,
it's like one of those cringe moments in the whole show.
Oh fuck! Well, yeah, he actually says those words.
Yeah, I'll put it on. It was
does he sound like a like really masculine voice, just me?
No, it's like a really fake baby voice.
Oh,
yeah, look at this guy. He's meant to be like a child.
I don't have that DNA.
Oh,
sorry, I'm only 13.
Oh yeah,
like just this frame.
Sorry,
like, sorry, I'm only.
He's not, right? That's bullshit.
Yeah, they can't have an underage person on the show. Every decoy is an adult.
Yeah, this. How is this not going to raise some flags?
Yeah, hey, I'm only 13, alright? Take it easy, I'm only 13.
Just me, my mommy, and my dad.
Yeah, here it is.
My mom keeps that in her purse. Who lives here? Who lives here? Well, I live here. Me, my mommy, and my daddy.
Oh,
wow. What?
Uh-oh.
It's like a 13-year-old.
So, like, they're trying to think on the fly. He's like, I don't have ID on me. My mum keeps that in her purse.
What?
It's, like, so on the nose. You know? It's like, he's like, here's some ID for you. I'm Chris Hanson. Yeah. But that one's a good one. And the guy has, like, a Jurassic Park shirt on that they've, like, set up.
Yeah, you can make it out.
Oh yeah, and this has one of the most weird edits in the whole show.
Yeah, what was that thank you thing?
Why'd you do it then?
I don't know. I wasn't going to walk through that door. I really wasn't. Thank you for this actual experience, actually, because it's pretty interesting, actually.
What the really weird time to introduce graphics.
Thank you. That was really odd.
No, I wasn't going to walk through that door. I really wasn't. Thank you for this actual experience, actually, because
oh my
it's
god.
pretty interesting, actually.
They just got like a random like free plugin off YouTube that says thank you, and it's
pretty interesting, actually.
Oh,
it's pretty interesting, actually. Actually, getting arrested for rape is pretty interesting.
Thank you, Chris Hanson.
Yeah, it's a really interesting experience. You know, it's something that there's definitely a lot to consider about being arrested for rape. Definitely some pros
really
and cons.
Set me straight.
Overall, very, very interesting.
You've shown me the light. Thank you, Chris Hanson.
Yeah. We got distracted from Jeff Sokol.
Did you find the house okay?
No, because it's really dark out.
That's a long drive.
Yeah. Alright.
Sorry, I'm really nervous.
Oh, you give me a hug?
No, I'm sorry.
No, sorry.
I'm sorry.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
She is. I mean, fair enough. Like, usually when they go for the hug and get physical, you'd think Chris would come out and be like,
yeah, but
Chris is sitting there watching like this sick.
Yeah, Chris is just like,
I want to see how this pans out.
Just doom scrolling.
Chris, help me, Chris.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just watching an awesome TikTok video. Have you seen this new dance?
Chris, please, Chris, please.
God, I wish I could dance like that. Oh fuck, she's oh yeah.
She's either actually nervous or a really great actress.
I'm sure she's scared.
Yeah. Also, orange juice and a pizza is a really weird combination.
That is the worst thing about this guy.
He's like obviously like just like gone. He's like, oh, what drink do the 12-year-old girls like? I don't know, fucking orange juice.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to drink your little juice out of the sippy cup while I? This guy though as well, he's got this smile that and I hate to make fun of a guy's appearance, but it's very like rodent-esque. Rick Hoffman, that's the one. Yeah, he has this kind of face going on for himself.
You can picture him chewing on a bit of wood.
Yeah, you can imagine him. Yeah, exactly right. And it's you know, I hate to comment on a guy's appearance. Like he looks pretty good here, you know?
With his mouth closed.
Yeah, but it's just he's got that like it's like he's
yeah,
and he's got the same thing going on for him where he's like, well, he's like, you gonna share that pizza? He's like, oh, you can have the pizza. I was more interested in eating that table.
More interested in the box it came in.
Well, because he's like building a dam with it because he looks like fucking big. Yeah.
Oh.
I'll settle into it.
Okay.
So, you guys just... There's plates right behind.
So like the small.
I love how they blur the pizza and it makes sense, right? There's a whole thing about this show in the original To Catch a Predator where they all bring Mike's Hard Lemonade for some reason, and there may have been like a lawsuit or something like that where definitely Mike's Hard Lemonade complained that every Predator fucking brings it. It's like the official drink of like raping kids.
Are you okay?
Perfect for all ages.
Yeah, I'm fine. I am. I'm fine.
I've just never done this before.
I know.
Have you?
No, not really. I mean.
Are you telling me the truth?
I mean,
she's pulling a Chris Hanson.
Yeah,
she's literally, that's like a cop question.
I know.
Like, have you ever done this before? He's like, no, I swear. It's like, are you telling me the truth?
Yeah, why is he even going along with this? Like, at that point, surely he would have stopped in his tracks and looked at her and like, why are you asking me this?
I know, it's so sus.
Great, I'm just saying, like, you look different, than I thought.
Yeah.
But, no, nothing wrong with
Well, you never can tell with online things, you know?
In a text that will turn your stomach, Sokol talks about a marriage contract and even suggests they elope. The only thing...
Oh yeah, he said some shit about bringing like a contract and making us sign it. Like he was like one of these brilliant legal minds who believed that like if he had some contract thing that she signed, he could like not go to jail for statutory
He just like
rape.
make shit out. Should work.
It's legally binding. What are you gonna do?
It's like some Chuck McGill.
Yeah, wow.
Better call Saul.
He's so smart. Wow. He played us.
Let's see.
Did he bring his little contract? I want to see it.
I don't want Chris to
Sokol
come
thinks
here.
he's going to scarf down some pepperoni pizza with a 13-year-old girl he just met online. But tonight, he apparently has a different kind of topping in mind.
Oh.
Oh
That's
my god.
insane.
What the fuck, Chris?
What kind of topping are you saying, Chris?
Oh my
Care to
god. That
elaborate?
is fucking
That's wild.
That is crazy. That is like, oh my god, Chris is just fucking with us at this point. He had a different type of topping in mind of like a 13-year-old.
Something I've never been able to
Oh my
understand though, like why is it that like with every single time they go to meet, the decoy, and the decoy looks and sounds completely different to the person they were seeing online? How do they like never they're none the wiser. They're like, yep, that makes sense to me. It's a little girl.
It's like they suspend their frontal lobes because of just the thought of getting a little bit.
Is that what it is?
Like, well, it's just I'm just in this shark with laser infested pool. Just jump in, and I'll just meet you there. And he's like,
alrighty. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess it is just a desperation thing. This is their only chance.
Well, there's this conversation, right? Where, and I kind of have an opinion on this, where just from watching the show, where a lot of the people who show up, you don't really know in a lot of the cases if they were actually targeting a child or if that was just like the first person who didn't resist them, and they would have like had anybody if they could, like they would have had like a 50-year-old.
Yeah.
It's just they're so desperate. It was just the first person
Gave them any attention
didn't resist
for
them was the decoy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now there's others where you can kind of see that they're like obviously interested in children, but for a lot of them, it's like I think it's that it could well be that they're just so desperate that
It's
they
like
go for
massive
anyone.
kumas. They want anything.
Yeah, that could make some sense.
I mean, you look great.
Thanks.
You just look different than what
Oh, there you go.
in the pictures. I don't know, maybe I don't know. I expected you to have dark hair. Did you?
My hair it lightens up in the summer.
And no, I'm not saying. I mean, I think you look
You don't
great.
like it?
I think you look great. I'm just saying, like you look different, than I thought.
Yeah.
Dude, looking around.
Well, you never can tell about
This guy kind of sounds like
you know?
Ethan Klein.
In a text that will turn.
He's like
Yeah, he knows what's up.
around.
He knows this isn't.
Yeah, he's watched this many times. He knows
Man,
how it goes.
If you got sus like that, I feel like you could say something to try and like weasel your way out of it.
A lot of them
Like,
do.
yo, this isn't right. I made a mistake, and then
Do we ever see them like, the face of realization and then they just bolt before Chris Hanson even comes out?
Yeah. There's a few, because that's what you should do, right? Because if they're not arresting you, you don't have to talk
exactly.
to them. They haven't even identified themselves as law enforcement or whatever. So like you could literally just run out. You'd get arrested, like sure, but you wouldn't incriminate yourself for 10 minutes or whatever like these other guys do.
Yeah, exactly. They answer all of Chris's questions, give themselves away. Yeah.
Different, than I thought.
Yeah.
But no, nothing wrong with
Well, you
that.
never can tell with online things, you know?
There we go. We could always elope. Ha ha.
anything
That's so funny. We could.
that's
always-
not true, is it?
No.
No.
No. You can't marry a child.
Is he just making this up?
It's a brilliant
It's a loophole. That
Where did he get this from? How does he think he knows this?
he just thought
Check
of
out
it.
this
like-
crazy loophole.
He didn't Google anything. He just thought, yeah, might work.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it makes
Like,
sense.
if she's my wife, what are they gonna fucking do? Can't tell me not to have sex.
Yeah, he's a
with my wife.
genius who deduced it from his like immense knowledge of the law.
They elope. The only thing that can prevent me from getting arrested is if we got married, LOL. If you were
LOL.
married to me right now, then I wouldn't be breaking the law.
I love it when they back in the day of
Original.
the original one. I think they just say laugh out loud. Like,
Oh, yeah, they do.
Because back,
Like they type out laugh out loud.
No.
like when the guys read the chat log,
Laugh
he's
out
like,
loud.
laugh out loud.
What's that?
I have no idea.
Ah.
Do you want me to check?
How's that? That's such a good transition.
Oh shit.
What kind of pizza do we have tonight? Who's this? I'll get to that in a minute. Who are you?
That's his like classic deflection, because you're like, if you're a cop, you're like, well, I'm law enforcement, you know. And you can't tell. Yeah, you can't say who they are, because as soon as you reveal that you're not the cops, they're just gonna leave, unless they're a complete idiot.
I mean, yeah, most of them would just assume.
Yeah, so some of them probably would.
Most of them would just assume, oh, it's the dad.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
maybe,
sure it's that as
yeah.
well.
No,
Yeah, you see them go through the seasons where they're like balancing between like, oh, it's just the dad, like I'll just like smooth talk my way out of this, to like, oh fuck, it's a cop, it's FBI,
Yeah.
like I'm fucked, and you can kind of see them trying to like make up their mind, and then and that's part of the like Chris like tantalizes them with the idea
I
of
know.
freedom, where
You're
he's
free
like,
to go.
well,
Yeah.
you're free to go. And then they're like, oh, okay, fuck, like, I'm not going to jail. Like, I can just go to a bar and, like, drink my way out of this and just, you know, like, but then as soon as they walk outside, it's like the cops are right
shit.
there.
My life's over. Yeah.
Who are you? You tell me first. You're Jeff, right?
Yeah.
And what are you doing here tonight, Jeff?
Hanging out.
Hanging out with whom?
With her.
Who's her?
I want to know who you are.
I want to know a little bit more about you first.
Absolute dom.
Can I eat first?
Sure, go ahead.
He's so relaxed and convinced of his innocence, he eats a slice of pizza.
Tell me who you are, because, you know, I didn't know there would be other people here.
Well, what did you expect to happen here tonight, Jeff?
Didn't have any expectation.
No expectation.
Yeah, it's definitely a power move. Speaking of people who bring food to the house, I actually have one that I think is much better than this. I don't know why this one's blown up so much recently. He brings McDonald's to the house.
Look at him.
And he's fat as fuck as well, so, like...
Is that important? Yeah. Lee motherfucking Greer.
It's Lee Greer. It's Lee Greer.
She's so pumped. She's as pumped as I am. She's like,
Lee Greer 74 are 1 o'clock. I know who it is.
Now, here comes another
Holy shit,
married
man.
man. He's 31-year-old Lee Greer, screen name Lee Greer
looks like
74.
an advert or something.
Not a good picture.
Like an actual
Like, how is
thumb.
that
That's
your
an
profile?
actual thumb.
Yeah. In the wife beater as well. Like, why would you upload that as your
Was that actually his profile picture?
Low angle, up the nostrils.
Yeah, like chinless.
Like, that's obviously just his webcam, and he's looking at himself on the screen as he takes the picture.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
He's away from home on business, and he's been chatting online with a 13-year-old. At least that's what the decoy told him. He sends her a picture of his penis and then types, "You will get to see the real thing, you know, in person."
He's on the back door.
Dude, this guy looks like a penis. Like, his fucking... Look, if you go back. Like, the human penis. He's goes by the username, the human penis.
He also like such a tiny, uncut penis.
Also, it looks like he's got McDonald's like one person. He just brought Macca's
but I only got enough
for me.
And he's been chatting online with a 13-year-old. At least that's what the decoy told him. He sends her a picture of his penis and then types, "You will get to see the real thing, you know, in person."
He's on the back door. His porch, opening the door. He's supposed to be bringing lunch and booze.
Often, perverted justice decoys will ask a man to bring something specific, like food or alcohol.
Ask if he brought the lunch and booze.
Did you bring the food?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Law enforcement says it helps show intent because a potential predator is bringing items that he talked about online in the same conversation he's talking about sex.
What did you bring?
Double cheeseburgers with no pickles.
No pickle.
Brought a double cheeseburger.
Oh, the no pickle predator. I just
Yeah. No pickles. Yeah, he's got some nice enunciation where he's like, "No pickles." Yeah, also he's like so large. Imagine if he came into like power bottom the kid. I don't know.
God.
And the kid's like, he's like, "Yeah, slap my ass. What? Make that thing bounce." And the kid's just like getting squashed.
95 kilogram man.
Oh yeah, bounce that ass. I only brought one burger, but I still got 2 buns.
You're doing it right, baby boy.
You're a big man. It's a girl that
Yeah, it just makes no sense. Just go with it.
Yeah, baby girl. Fuck me from behind.
Awesome. I made chocolate chip cookies too, but I actually just got some on my shirt, so I'm just gonna change my shirt real quick.
Alright, I got some fries, but the fries might be cold. It took me a little while to find this place.
Guys, the fries might be cold, alright.
Hopefully, hopefully he still gets laid.
I was kind of expecting him.
I thought
he'd make some kind of inappropriate joke when she said that she was going to change her shirt, but I guess he's got more.
He's too focused on the fries. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I really just came to eat the McDonald's.
I got some fries. The fries might be cold. It took me a little while to find this place.
You can just take a seat. I'll be right there.
Okay.
So no cookies for you?
I've had enough cookies.
Fuck, I'm not gonna be able to get. I'm not gonna be able to eat this.
You know what?
I
think for the first time in my life, I've had enough cookies.
Oh, these fries are gonna go cold.
You know as well that if he leaves with that McDonald's, he's still gonna eat it.
yeah. He's gonna ask to not get handcuffed.
What's going on?
Not much. Who are you?
Who are you?
Lee.
And Lee, what are you doing here?
Come
to visit a friend off the net, I thought.
At first he tells me the friend he came to see was 18 or older, but then changes his story.
So why don't you start over again and tell me how old did she say she was in the conversation?
You have to think about it.
13.
How old are you?
Yeah, he's like, should I lie or should I say what? And he goes with the truth.
Too old. 31.
31.
Yes, sir.
And you thought it was okay for a 31-year-old man to come to a home where a 13-year-old girl was alone because why exactly?
Isn't that a bit goofy?
Then why did you do it?
Stupidity.
Stupidity.
Honestly.
I'm a damn fool.
Honestly, let's be honest.
I was a fool for that girl. You know, when I first laid my eyes on that girl, I was a fool for her.
You gotta understand, Chris Hanson. Haven't you ever fallen in love with an underage girl?
I don't know what it was, Chris, but when I laid eyes on that girl, I just felt like everything was gonna be okay. For once in my life.
He gets the whole crew crying.
It's like the first romantic. So actually loves her. He's like,
I just want to protect her.
Because they all just want to like slam this bitch, you know. Like none of them are actually like in love with her. And it'd be funny if one showed up and he's like, Chris, I knew when I gazed my eyes on that young lady that I was the happiest man in the world. Chris, do you believe in God? Why is that relevant? Because I knew when I saw.
I was an atheist until I saw her.
And you know, I just want her to walk like Christ with love and grace right into my arms. It's like you say in the chat log. These are Nick Cave lyrics.
that face as well.
Yeah, I know. Imagine he's like looking up like that. He's like, Chris, I know it sounds silly now, but I truly do love that girl.
I'd do anything for her. It doesn't matter the substantial age gap. I would cross any gap to get to her.
And you know what, Chris? I would walk 500 miles. And you know, Chris, I love that girl so much. I wouldn't mind raping her. Well, you kind of just ruined the whole thing.
I wouldn't mind defiling her.
He's not romantic anyway. He just told himself. Like, Chris hasn't said anything. He's went from, like, romantic to, like, wanting rape.
And you know, I wouldn't mind seeing her pee.
I love that woman. I would have loved to bend her over.
I love this fucking freeze frame. Like, he just has the dumbest
He
face
looks so
ever.
ashamed.
I was... Pure stupidity.
You sent her that picture.
Yes, right. And I told her there were dirty pictures and she wanted to see them, so I showed them.
So because a 13-year-old girl says it's okay for you to do.
Imagine if Chris is like, and this is your penis, and he's like, yes, and he's like, and this is mine, and this is his giant penis.
You see anything different?
It's like, see how this one's a lot bigger? It's like insecure on Chris. It's like I really just hate other men displaying sexual prowess. Makes me very insecure.
No, it's not, sir. No, sir.
Are you married?
Yes, sir.
Oh no.
How's this going to go over at home?
Not good.
Uh-oh.
I had really like for it not to go home.
Oh man.
He's like, do you take the hint, buddy? You let me go? You let me go? Yep. No.
I can do favors.
You know.
He starts like crawling towards Chris Hanson on his hands and knees. Come on,
Chris Hanson knees. Yeah,
not good.
That's
Lee,
so stupid.
let me just tell you this: you're gonna be on your Chris Hanson knees in a minute. Sucking my.
If you don't want this little doozy to get home,
Yeah. You're gonna be on your Chris Hanson knees. That's so bad.
probably the best part of the whole episode. Chris Hanson knees.
I'd like to be able to just go back to work.
Just go back to work. Just walk, get up and grab a cookie and walk on out of here.
I'm not saying what I've done is right because I know it's wrong. I'm admitting to you that it is wrong.
So we're all square, even Steven, and you should just get up and walk out of here.
I don't know what to tell you, honestly.
Well, there's a few things that you need to know.
I love that cut to him just with his head down as the camera's coming.
The cameraman just come dancing in.
Why are they wearing the same clothes? Is it like a company uniform? Like, why are both the camera dressed exactly the same?
Yeah, even down to the shoes.
It's like just like fucking Dumb and Dumber coming to the cameras.
Stumbling all over the place, breaking everything.
Why are you dressed the same?
Wonder if it was on accident.
Yeah, I thought it's a uniform, maybe like the company they work for.
Could be. It'd be funny if it was on accident and they both got to the house and thought, God fucking damn it.
He told you before, he won't get off that easy.
Everything that you've done since you pulled up here has been recorded on camera.
Oh, Lord. She was the first person I ever considered meeting. There's some in the car.
Just happened to be some in the glove box.
No, I always have condoms anywhere I go. The person would have to...
That's another
oh really
obligatory excuse. Is like, I just carry condoms when I'm going to get milk, just in case I slip and my dick lands on someone. You know, it's
just you never know.
Yeah, it's
you
like
never
you just
know.
never know
No,
when
we
you're gonna
know.
fuck. It's like, bro, you haven't had sex in 5 years, bro. Like, why the like?
This guy gets pussy like every day. That's why he has to take condoms with him every day.
Sorry, I can't. Yeah.
I can't walk 2 steps out of my house without slipping into some pussy. I just need to bring condoms with me everywhere I go.
Be an idiot not to, because of diseases.
As soon as the men leave our house, police work quickly and sometimes aggressively, taking the suspects down to...
Okay, so just before he gets... This is like one of the best arrests in the whole show. All right.
Why are they even running? Like, as if they...
Yeah, true.
Why like, outrun them? He's like running and they just walk behind him. It's like, don't even try it.
Sometimes aggressively, taking the suspects down to the ground.
Oh, shit.
That's because in Florida, it's relatively easy to get a permit to carry a concealed weapon. So these officers aren't taking any chances.
Go back.
These officers aren't taking any chances.
Anybody get hurt in the takedowns?
Oh man, that shit makes me rock hard. Please, sir.
They like slam his head onto the concrete.
Yeah.
Like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, this guy's already fucking humping him on top.
No, yeah, I know. Now we're gonna do to you what you're gonna do to that little girl.
We're not cops. You see any badge, bitch? It's just
They're
a completely unrelated, like, gang rape.
Not taking any chances.
Anybody get hurt in the takedowns?
No, 24 people and no one was injured. All the officers are safe.
24 officers arrested him, and thank the Lord, not one of them was injured. Yeah, but he is still in a coma, and he has not waken up yet. The suspect.
He died on impact with the ground.
Actually, no. The suspect. It's like, oh, does that include the suspect? No, actually, the suspect died instantly. And, they say that his body was so mangled that his family couldn't even
exploded on impact with the.
It was like, imagine a plastic bag full of red liquid hitting the ground. What? Like, he's so fat and like harmless to an adult.
Yeah,
we shot the suspect 52 times.
He didn't even try to run.
He was unarmed and yeah.
All the officers are safe.
Let me see your hand. Oh, Lord.
As a man.
Oh, yeah, that was another one. He hits us with an, great.
All the officers are safe.
Let me see your hand. Oh, Lord.
As a man is being arrested, an unmarked police vehicle moves into
crashes
position.
into his car.
The suspect is put into a car and taken to a transfer.
It's just like a monster truck that rolls in and just tramples his car. He's like, my car.
They put him into the car and then the monster truck crashes it with him inside.
It's like an ISIS execution or some twisted shit. Like they just shoot it with a missile. Like, and law enforcement have yet to arrive. They're just it's so late. None of this makes any sense.
No.
Yeah.
Station. This is the married man, Lee Greer, who hoped his wife would never know that he showed up for a date with a girl who told him
he's
she
in
was
trouble.
13.
How's this going to go over at home?
I had really like for it not to go home.
Oh my god, we got it.
What the hell is that To Catch a Predator 15-year anniversary? What's that? Who is that?
That's the decoy. This is her channel.
Oh.
That's her.
That
Wow.
wouldn't buy.
38 years they've been married, and I was walking into the restaurant and I saw one of my friends from high school drive by in his truck, and I was like, oh, hey Mike, and he looks out and he's like, hey Casey, and we started having a little conversation, and we finished our conversation and I went inside the restaurant, and a guy came up to me and he was like, I just have to ask, were you the girl from Dateline? I was like, yeah, that was me. And he was like, I knew it. I heard your friend say your name when you guys were talking outside, and you look the same and your voice sounds the same. I was actually one of the officers working on that operation.
I was actually on that show. It's like, oh,
no. You put me in prison.
And I'm out now. And Chris ain't here.
And Chris ain't gonna save you, bitch. Yeah, well, that's that video. Probably shouldn't watch the rest of it. So I just watched like 5 minutes without adding anything.
Yep.
Yeah. So should we just end it here?
Yeah, I feel like we should definitely wrap things up.
Yeah. Well, guys, thanks for listening. Keep gambling. Thanks, gamblers, for listening. And we're on.
Did we just decide on that? That's a good one.
Yeah. Well, I'm still gambling.
Yeah.
There is a house in New Orleans. Isn't that song about gambling?
Oh, yeah.
My father was a gambling man. Yeah. Anyway.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
We're on Spotify. We're on Apple podcasts. We're on YouTube, which you're probably listening to this on. We're on a bunch of
Google podcast.
Just fucking Google
Amazon.
it, right? You might just fucking hell. Just Google the fucking podcast if you want to listen to it. God damn it, fellas. We went through a lot.
We learned a lot today. And I'd like to say thank you for being here with me today.
We learned a lot today. Namely, that I'm gay.